Hello again. Right now we're going to do door symbols. Now, door symbols are actually pretty straightforward as well as window symbols, at least for a basic CAD class. We simply draw a rectangle to represent the door, and it's not even always perfectly to size. It's a nominal size because doors vary depending on what the material is, whether it's an insulated door or an interior door, a hollow core as opposed to a solid core, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when you start doing this and you get serious about it, you'll need to go to the manufacturers and look up. And I'll show you some stuff to do with that in a minute. But let's start with the simple front door right here. And all it is a symbol to show what it is. So again, because I didn't make all the layers, I want to just kind of hash on it over and over. I'm going to make a one doors layer. And I actually make my doors a magenta color, which is this color right here. Now, I also make a separate layer that is one dash door swing. So I can show a arc representing which way the door swings. Now, when I do that, I usually make that a red color so it separates it out. Oh, I forgot to keep that out for just a second. I got to change the line type. Now, I didn't load the line type here. I'm just going to load the one I want, which is a simple dash dot 2. Where's my dash dot 2? There it is. Right. There he is. Right there. And I'm going to say that one is going to be my one I'm going to use for this. And that's all it takes. Now, I'm going to switch to that door layer real quick. It's right here. And I'm simply going to draw a door. So I draw a door as if it's a nominal size. So oops, I do a rectangle. Good grief, Benson, I can't type today. So I start a rectangle and I make it. I do shift at 36 wide because this is a 36 wide door. Okay, comma 1.5 inches thick. So that's a nominal size for a door. Like I said, they vary on the thicknesses. I've seen them everywhere from about 1.25 inches thick, depending on the manufacturer, and some of those are cheap doors, up to a good 2 inch thick door. Now that's pretty heavy. It was a solid oak door in that case. So as you draw it out, you'll put it in here like so. Now I actually just draw that rectangle and then move it to where it's got to sit. So if I'm doing a vertical door, say like this one right here, I'll go REC, pick a spot right here and go at 1.5 comma 30. So it goes the other way. And I always put the door so that the corners that I'm grabbing onto, like, so I just go move, enter, pick the door itself, enter, grab it from a corner, and then move it to where the hinges are going to be on the inside of the room. Doors swing into rooms, not out of rooms. Like, honestly, I can tell you some really funny stories from college. Not really funny. They're really kind of sad and tragic about practical jokes involving outswinging doors and winter and putting water in the gap. You know, we had some people get frozen in. And it was a good practical joke at the time because nobody was injured. Nobody was upset. They were locked in their apartment with their food, their TV, and their PlayStation. So it was kind of a win-win in their brain. But that's not a good thing. So we put doors so they swing in and so you get the sill. Now, like I said, that's the first part, but you can't draw the door closed. You have to show it swing. So I literally just go rotate, pick the door, and I pick where the hinges are. Which side the hinge is going to be? Well, it's going to be on this side of this door. It's going to be a in-swinging left-hand door. So it swings in and to the left, okay? So it's going to swing like that, and I just click on it, and I start to drag, and I can set it at 45 or 60 degrees. I'm just going to tell this to go 90 just to show it all the way open, okay? Now, at that point, I'm going to come down here to my door swing, and I'm going to make an arc, and I use the 3-point, excuse me, I don't use a 3-point, I use a start, center, and end arc right here. Start and arcs in AutoCAD, I always try to go counterclockwise. So I'm going to go start here, center's where the hinges are going to be, and it's going to end right up here at the tip of the door. That's all it takes. There's my door. Okay. Same thing with this one up here. I will make sure it's sitting in the right spot. See, it's not quite there, so I'll move it right to that corner. Then I'll rotate it right around that hinge point right there so it goes inward. Now, again, you got to make sure it goes the right distance, and I'm going to just click right there. And then I'm going to go arc. So I use the arc tool, and I go start, center, end. It's going to start here, okay, which lines up perfectly with that. I don't care if it lines up perfectly with that or not. Here to the end, and then at the wall. Now, because you're never going to be able to see a slight gap, you will never find that. So I go from the tip of the door, okay? Now, the reason we put the swing on there is like when I put a vanity right here, or say it's a water closet door, so the vanity and the lavatory or the water closet, we want to make sure it's going to clear the end of the bowl or the counter or what have you, okay? And that's why we put those swings on it. At least that's the easiest one for right now to explain. So we do that and put our doors in. Now, symbol for the door, it's the same as it is for a window. And for a builder's dimension, I'm just going to copy this one from right here over right here. I'm going to put it right as close as I can, eyeball it in the middle of that door. And then I'm just going to make a quick edit to this. So this window, it's 6'8" tall. So it's, okay, so it's actually a 3 foot wide, 6 foot, 8 inch tall door. And that's the way the symbol should read right there. So all I did is I made this one, copied it over and put it right there. This one would be a 2'6" by 6'8" door. Now 6'8" is a normal height for a door. So that's all we do for it. Now, like I said, if we want to get really into detail, and I actually pulled this up, I went to one of our manufacturers we have available through our local builder supply. It's Anderson Windows and Doors. I went to their website. You go under for pros, and you can actually download from them their plans for their windows and doors. Okay, like it breaks it down like this is an elevation of a. Come on, don't try to think for me, computer. This is an elevation of a horizontal sliding window that is not normal. Like that's the elevation. This tells you what sections go with what, so you can see what the different sections are. And over here for the E series, which is what this is, you can see the sections. Like this, then right here, A2 is the header. So that's what the framing looks like of the header. So you can see the metal parts or extruded vinyl. I think this is actually aluminum. You can see what the wooden fill parts are right there. And you can also see where the glass goes right here and here. And you can get some rough dimensions about how much clearance it's got to be. Some of these will go so far as to give you actual details for placing it into the wall. These show some details for mullins and muttons and all kinds of things. Like, let's see, yeah, that's gliding windows. Those are all gliding windows. What am I looking at here? Yeah, so that's the simulated divided light, how they separate them out. So you get all those kind of things going on here. Here's the the extruded seals that go under the windows so you don't end up with water raining down the side of your house, siding, etc. But you got that for different things in here. Like here's the different set of windows. That's still the E series. I opened it twice apparently. Don't need that one. No, I don't want to save that one. So this is going to be the doors. Yep, there's doors, and you can actually get a section and plan of the door. Like there's elevations for the doors. The red marks right here actually tell you which way it swings. By the way, you can come over here, and it's got the same kind of section information. Shows you the thresholds and seal around the door and how it all goes together. So you can actually import all that right into your CAD file, and you don't have to draw it all the time. In fact, I've known some people to actually take these symbols for the casements. Like if you look at, let's go back over here and go see this one that's right here that says like B11 for that side. Well, it's going to be the same, and one's just a mirror of it for both sides of this double door right here. Okay, so I come over here and I find B11 if I was using that door. You got to find the right one. That's C. That's D. It's going to be. There's B12. B12. There's A12. Should be right. A13. D. There's. Okay, I passed it. There you go. Well, that's funny. I got A, C. Oh, there's B11. There it is. All right. So some people will actually retard these dimensions, just turn off that layer, and copy and paste this into their plan. And that way, when they just do a blow up detail right in the plan of what it is, where that door goes, and that way they're guaranteed to have the right sizes. So those kind of things are easy and they're handy dandy when you start looking at it, especially when you can pull them right out of the manufacturer's plans. And there's all kinds of that information out there. It's really easy to find. I, for the most part, with the beginners, don't use it because it's just extra information that they don't really need to fight with. For most of our stuff, if they want to get into it and later, we show them, okay, here's basic, and this is your window jamb and casing, or door jamb and casing, like you'd see over here at this other one. And it's just the basics. Okay, don't get too hung up on it with the beginners, just so they understand what's going on where, and that's the whole point of it. Okay, so as we're working our way through, that's what we should be doing. So good luck. Put in all the rest of your windows and doors, double hungs. Oh, excuse me, I forgot bifolds. Bifolds are cake, kind of. You just do a rectangle. Got to get the right layer though, Benson. So I just do a rectangle here that is like, say, at 15, not 12, 15, comma, 1.5. And then I'll go like this and go copy from this endpoint to that endpoint. And then I'll go like this and say, okay, rotate this guy around that endpoint, and I'll tell it to go minus 45 degrees. And I'll click on this and do the same thing here, but tell it to go in positive 45 degrees. And then all I do is move it to right here and make a copy of it, copy over here. And that gives me my right size doors and windows and things, okay? So bifolds, single hung doors, great. Double doors, you just mirror this guy over, at least for beginners. That's all we're going to do with it. Good luck, have fun, and pause this as often as you want as you're working on your stuff to make sure you understand everything, okay? Bye.